Before I start this video, I just want to say that if it looks like I'm looking off to the side, because it is, because everything I'm saying is written down. Okay. So, hi, I'm Natalie Thomas, and for the Insider project, my partner was Ashley Bloom. Ashley decided to choose a coffee shop from her hometown called Oasis. I found this interesting because I assumed that Oasis would be a place where I could also consider myself an insider. More so, I could see myself understanding the culture Ashley has around Oasis. With that said, this was not the case. I assumed that because I haven't been to many coffee shops and have a lot of coffee shops in my town that I would understand where Ashley was coming from, and I was expecting to not be surprised by the reasons why she considered herself a cultural insider. However, after taking and interviewing her about Oasis and why she picked it, she said a few key things that stuck with me that I could make more sense from after looking back at class discussions. The first thing that I could connect is when I remembered we talked about culture and identity in class. One thing in particular was the social identity theory. The social identity theory is an example is me being an outsider to Ashley's insider knowledge of Oasis and critiquing and thinking negatively of her group just to enhance my self-image, which is exactly what I did. As soon as she told me about her coffee shop, I was thinking that I know a place that's better than hers, or I know more about the places in my town than she does. After talking with her, I found out that Oasis is a really awesome place with its own culture than the coffee shops in my town. Number two, I can also connect this project to class because we talked about identity. We did a mini project or game in class where we talked about something we identify ourselves as that we think about a lot and something we identify ourselves as that we don't think about that much. This correlates to the Insider-Outsider project because Ashley can identify herself as something that maybe I don't identify myself as. Maybe this project didn't show me who she identifies herself as exactly, but it definitely showed me that everyone is different and lives differently. And because of that idea, I could see why she would consider herself an insider and me an outsider. The last thing, number three. The last thing that correlates to class is the iceberg model. The iceberg model is a theory that basically says the obvious parts about cultures are the things on the surface, and the deep factors of culture are underneath the surface that maybe we can't see initially. When Ashley talked about the coffee shop, I could determine the surface level things like how it smells, how it looks, and so on. But after talking, she told me things about the culture of the coffee shop that I couldn't see right away, and it needed further explanation, like how to behave and how to act inside. Overall, connecting this project to class seemed hard at the start, but after talking one-on-one with my partner, we got a glimpse of what each other's culture really is. I'm still trying to define my own culture because it is something that I'm unfamiliar with doing. But after the Insider-Outsider project, the idea of culture has given me an idea of where to start looking. Thank you.